Hey. Let's see if this works. Mm. Let me know if you guys can hear me. See if this works. Okay. All right. So I won't be able to listen. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. So I won't be able to use my other mic tonight, which is fine. I just want to make sure you guys are able to hear me. Hey, how you doing this evening? Hope you're having a fantastic evening. And welcome to Investing Over 40 Challenge. So I want to first of all say thank you for joining. I'm going to make sure I make this one pretty quick tonight, so I won't take up too much of your time. So this is the Investing Over 40 Challenge. If you are here, I want to thank you for spending a little bit of your evening with me this evening. And if you would please, if you could like and share, put your name in the comment box so I can shout you out directly. I love to make this a interactive thing. So the more you talk to me, the more I can talk to you and share some great information with you guys. So I'm doing this investing over 40 challenge. I don't know if you caught any of the other days or not. The reason why I'm doing this challenge is because we know that 40. Hey, what's going on, brother Trail? How you doing? We know that 66% of African Americans are not invested in the stock market. Okay, we know 66%, and so we also know that the wealth gap between African Americans and every other ethnicity is actually getting wider. It's getting wider right now. African Americans own typically roughly around 10% of the wealth of white counterparts. And so, what I want to do is I want to be able to share information, knowledge, the tools and the resources you need in order that you might be able to start building wealth and you start working towards financial freedom. So, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Alex. Financial freedom coach. I help families and people escape financial slavery, create financial freedom so you can live your best life and leave a legacy for your family. That's what this is all about, guys. And so, my mission is to try to help as many people as possible build wealth, create financial freedom so you can live your best life. And so part of this challenge is all about helping you, giving you, providing you with the tools, resources that you need in order that, in this case, that you might start investing for your financial future. So, right now, if you happen to be 40 years old or older, if you feel like you might be a little behind when it comes to investing, if you feel like maybe you haven't saved as much as you would like to save, or if you feel like, this whole investing thing, I'm not sure exactly how it works. It sounds very complicated. And quite honestly, maybe some of us might be a little afraid of losing money. That's what this challenge is all about, to help you, to provide you with the resources you need to get past those fears, some of those doubts and those concerns, and to help position you so that you might be able to start investing. Um, I want to make sure also that just to let you know, I have something very special at the end of this live stream, so you definitely want to stay all the way to the end. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about four simple step methods you can use to start assessing your finances. Okay, it's a simple 4-step method for assessing your finances, and hey, let's get started. Number one, the first step, the first thing I really would like for you to do is I want you to think about when you would like to retire. When would you like to retire? Many people, uh, honestly, don't start thinking realistically about retirement until it's really too late. So, what I want to do is I really want to impress upon you the importance of starting right now, of starting today, because we know when you're invested in the market, time is your friend. When you're not invested in the market, time is your enemy, is working against you. So we want to be able to get to a place where it's working for us. So the first thing I really want you to think about is, when would you like to retire? Is that 20 years from now, 25 years from now, 10 years, whatever it is? I want you to first of all get some idea as to when you want to retire. It may not be retirement. What if it is some other significant financial goal that you have? Maybe it is buying a house. Maybe it's having enough money to launch or start a business. I'm not sure whatever it is. You want to start setting a time frame, a time frame as to when you want to achieve this goal. Okay, this is very important. So that's the first thing that I would like for you to do. That's step one. Step two, I want you to really take a look at number two, how many streams of income do you have right now? How many streams of income do you have currently? And I ask that question because many of us have have falsely uh, think or believe that if we have a job, that that job is our safety net. It's our security. And we know, whether it be a pandemic, whether it be a company laying people off, the economy shifts and changes. You do not want to be solely dependent on one stream of income. And so, if you are right now, that literally means that your family is in jeopardy, that your financial future is in jeopardy. And the reason being is, if you are employed, if the company decides to lay you off, or if you get sick, hurt, or unable to work for any reason, suddenly now your one stream of income has gone away. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to identify how many streams of income do you currently have. All right. And then next, the third thing I would like for you to do is to look at, what is your savings? What is your current financial situation like? What's your current financial situation like? I want you to look at and write down, how much do you currently have in all of your accounts? Savings account, your checking account, your investment accounts. And then I want you to start looking at your retirement accounts, right? Your 401k. If you happen to have a pension that you are due, if you happen to have a 403b, if you have an IRA, if you have a Roth IRA, I want you to add up all the accounts, all the investment accounts that you have. If you happen to own and operate a business, I want you to kind of put a dollar amount, assess kind of the value of your business. If you have some real estate, You want to be able to put a value on your real estate as well. Okay. The whole goal is to try to get some sense, some idea of where you sit currently in your financial position. That's the third thing. And then the fourth thing I want you to really kind of identify is, how much does it currently cost you to live? What's your annual budget? How much does it cost you annually to live? And then secondly, how much do you think it's going to cost you to live in retirement? And so putting all of these things together will start to give you some sense of where you are financially. This is something that, you know, I had to sit down and make sure that I did to make sure that I was positioning myself to weather whatever financial storms happen. That's the reason why so many people talk about saving for an emergency fund, because we never know what's coming down the pipe. But you want to make sure that you have funds set aside to handle whatever comes. Some of you may not know that I'm a insurance advisor, and the whole idea behind insurance, which most people miss, the idea behind insurance is for you to transfer financial risk to somebody else in case of something happens. Let me give you an example. Many of us have insurance on our cell phones. What's the purpose? The idea behind it is we're willing to pay a little bit per month each month just in case the worst thing happens to our cell phone. That we drop it in water, it breaks. Something happens to it in order that it doesn't work again. And why do we do it? We do it because, number one, we recognize that this is valuable, right? But we also are willing to pay for insurance on our phone because we recognize, hey, we may not be in a position or may not want to spend an additional $8, $9, $10, $1,000, $1,200 for another phone. So what do? We pay a little bit each month to transfer the risk to somebody else just in case the worst happens to our phone. That's the same thing that should happen with our life, with our health, with our income, especially when it's because of us that we're generating a stream of income. See, we are the asset. You are the most important asset in your life. And so you want to make sure that if for some reason you are impacted health-wise, if you get sick or hurt, disability insurance. If you happen to be sick or hurt for a longer period of time, that would be long-term disability, right? 70% of us are going to need some type of long-term care over the age of 65. The question becomes, can you afford to pay for assisted living if you need it? Can you afford to pay for in-home care if you need it? See, these are the things that we have to take care of. Life insurance isn't just about if somebody dies. It's not just about that. Life insurance also can be about, do you have enough money to live in retirement? So your life insurance can be something that can help supplement your income that never runs out, that's tax-free in retirement. There are so many different benefits, but I'm getting off. What I'm trying to get to is this, guys, is that the whole reason why I'm doing this challenge is because I want to push and press upon you the importance of investing. Because there is no other way that you're going to be able to get ahead in this game called life. And the reason why I say that is because we know that if you earn a check, if you have earned income, that the taxes are already going to hit you upside the head for 25%, because simply because you are employed by somebody else, you're going to pay a higher tax rate. You know, if you are self-employed or you own and operate a business, we know that you can take advantage of some expenses before you have to pay taxes on what's left. So you have a little bit more control over your tax liability. Okay, so we know taxes are a problem, but we also know that inflation is an issue, and we know right now inflation is as high as it's been since the 1980s. Since the 1980s, and it's probably going to be that way for a little while. That, yeah, it's probably going to be that way for a little while. But in addition to that, you can't put your money in a bank, because guess what? Your banks, the banks they're not paying you any interest. The most interest I see a bank paying is probably half of 1%. So if you have $1,000 that you have in a savings account, and you keep that $1,000 in a savings account for a whole year, you're gonna make $5. $5 in interest. Can you get wealthy like that? So, guys, let me hear from you. Let me know if this is making sense. Because the reason why I'm doing this is because we know 66% of us are not investing. We're missing out on the opportunity. And like I said before, every day you're not invested is a day that really goes against you. And so if you happen to be someone at the age around my age or close to it, if you happen to be 40 or over, some of the same investing strategies won't be as effective for you as somebody who is 25. They will say, hey, you want to be aggressive when you are investing at 25. You may not want to take the same level of risk when you are 45, 50, or 60, when you're much closer towards retirement, when you're actually going to need your funds. Because if things go sideways or go south, you don't have as much time to make up the difference, right? And so we have to start looking at and evaluating. That's the reason why I asked you to look at, when do you think you want to retire? When do you think you'll need or have significant financial goal that you need to meet? Because you need to look at, what's the time horizon? How long will it be before you actually need to meet that goal? Because that's going to help determine what and where you put your money in order that you might be able to meet that goal. So my whole goal is to create a safe, supportive space where we can share and talk about things like this. Because the time will come, guys, when all of us are going to retire. It's going to happen. There will come a time when we either can't work or no longer want to work. So the idea is, hey, we need to be saving up and investing for our current lifestyle, but also saving up for our future lifestyle as well. So these are the 4 things that you can do that I want you to take a look at during this challenge to ask yourself, are you properly positioned? So let me share with you. I was going to save this for later, but I'm going to go ahead and share this with you now. If you happen to be between the ages of 40 and 50, it's recommended that you have 3 to 4 times your salary in a savings account, retirement account, your investment accounts. You want to have roughly 3 to 4 times your salary by the time you are between the ages of 40 and 50. I'm just giving you the numbers, guys. I didn't make them up. I'm just giving them to you, all right? If you're between the ages of 50 and 60, It says that you should have anywhere between 6 and 7 times your annual salary. Okay? And at between 60 and 65, you want to have roughly about 9 times your annual salary saved up. That's what they're recommending that you have saved up in an investment account. So as you're going through these 4 steps, you can look and see how you compare as it relates to what the recommended amounts are. And that'll give you some idea as to where you are. So my goal, guys, like I said before, that I have something special at the end. My goal is to try to help demystify challenges associated with investing, because I believe if we can just get over the fear, if we can just get over the hurdle, if we can just get over the obstacles and the roadblocks that keep us from investing, then over time, this is going to be one of the best, most impactful things that you can possibly do for yourself and for your family. If we can just get you over the hurdle, because we know money's invested over time works to your benefit. Money's not invested over time work against you. And I want to convince you, if you are not doing it right now, to start taking action. So here's what I've done. I've put together a program and a course. And you can go to, I'll share this with you. You can go to alexbjones.com/investing40. And once you get there, you're going to see that if you happen to be someone who feels like you're behind when it comes to saving for your retirement, if you want to start investing, but you don't know how to get started, if you feel like past money mistakes will keep you from ever catching up, if you have little or nothing saved for retirements, future financial goals, or retirement, if you want to get started but are afraid to losing money, or if you think investing requires too much time or is too complicated, this is for you guys. This is for you. I want you to imagine being comfortable and confident and never having to worry about upcoming bills or expenses. I want you to get to the place where you have more time in the day to live your life without having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. I want you to just imagine getting out of the never-ending cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine having freedom to travel and live your ideal lifestyle. Imagine having the pride knowing that you have set your family up for financial success. And imagine finally having relief from financial stress and burden, allowing you to sleep better at night. This investing blueprint for beginners over 40 is just the program for you. It's 3 days of training. It's live training. You're going to get downloadable worksheets and templates. You're going to have lifetime access to the training so you can refer to it over and over and over again. I'm going to walk you through step by step all of these steps. I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to have in place before you start investing, so you can be comfortable in your decisions, so you can be comfortable in making the investment decisions that you want to make. I'm going to show you exactly which investments accounts you need, and step by step how to open them and how to help you get started. I'm going to show you how to make good investments and where you should put your money so you can be confident you're going to be able to get a return. I'm going to show you exactly how much you need to retire. I'm going to show you how to accelerate your financial goals and possibly be able to retire in 10 years or less. I'm going to show you where you can possibly even get free money for your retirement. I'm going to show you how you can legally not pay taxes on your gains with the right investments. I'm going to show you exactly how to build a portfolio that generates income, that builds wealth so you can live well and leave a legacy. I'm going to even show you this triple benefit account that the government is thinking about shutting down. I'm going to show you this special account that you can get that's going to allow you to never pay taxes on the contributions or the gains that you make. This is powerful. And I can show you exactly how you can get stock market like returns on your money without the risk of ever losing 1 cent. If you go to alexbjones.com/investing40.com, all this information is there. If you get registered in this program, in this course, before the February 15th, you can get $100 off of the regular price, and you can get in for just $97. This program will literally change your financial life. Go to alexbjones.com, investing40. Get started. I hope to see you in the training. If you have any questions in the meantime, please email me, inbox me, DM me, whatever you want to do. But whatever it is, do not stay out of the market. Do not invest, because this is the only way that you can build wealth. Most millionaires are either made through operating a business, real estate, and the stock market. That's where the majority of people come from. And if you're not operating a business, if you're not investing in real estate, then the stock market is the next best thing for you to passively generate income and build wealth. alexbjones.com/investing40. Guys, I hope you get started in this program. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this challenge and sharing this information with you, because as of right now, we are behind, and most of us are struggling not only to live because we're living day to day, but we're going to struggle even in retirement as well. And there's nothing worse than being on a 40-40 plan. The 40-40 plan is working 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire on 40% of your income. That's not the position that I think you want to put yourself and your family in. So alexbjones.com/investing40. Go and take a look at it. Get signed up. Get enrolled. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to inbox me. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you as well. Hey, man, take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next day of the challenge. Go to the website, get signed up, and continue participating in the challenge. All right. Take care. God bless you. We'll see you next time.